Hey guys, it's Natalie. Welcome back to my channel for another video. So today's video is the 8 steps to start a digital product business this year. Number 1, determine your who, your what, and your why. This can also be considered your brand. But before you even start selling or creating any products, you need to know who are you in business for, who will you be serving, what will you be helping them with through your business, and then why. Why are you doing this? Why are you choosing this audience? Why should they choose you over somebody else? Why are you starting this business in the first place? Because this is going to become your why that drives all your actions, and this is going to be the beginning to your overall brand. Now, number 2 is to test your idea. So I always get questions of like, how do I know which niche to go with? How do I know which audience to serve? This is like that research phase. So in step number 1, you understand who you want to serve, what you want to help them with, and why you want to do it. But then before you actually start doing it, test the idea. If you already have a smaller audience or friends and family, ask them, would they benefit from this idea? Survey your existing audience if you have one and ask them what is it that they want to see from you next. But also do research. You guys can go on Google, ChatGPT, Google keywords, Google Analytics, Google terms, and see what topics or industries are popular right now. I switched from boutique to digital marketing. Why? Because I wanted to, but also the physical product industry is kind of declining, whereas branding, which is what I care about, and digital marketing, which is what I'm getting my MBA in, these things are increasing. So what about you? You can test out your idea before you actually start making those products and services. Another way to test the idea is to start putting some content out there. Put a video out there on YouTube, put a video out there on TikTok, maybe try different topics and see which one gets the most attention. That can be the niche or the industry that you go with. Now, step number 3 is to form the business. So I get these questions often of like, do I have to collect taxes and what business will I be creating? First, let me give a disclaimer, y'all. I'm not an accountant, an attorney, or anything like that. So I'm not legally able to give you advice on that. But I'll tell you what I did. I have an LLC. I started an LLC because before I did digital products and things like that, I had a clothing boutique. And in doing my research, that was a smart move for me. So that's what I chose. But there are people who are successful as sole proprietors. So I would say do your research, look up different business types and look at the pros and cons of all of them. There's sole proprietorship, there's an LLC as a single member, which single member LLCs at this point, when I'm making this video, we get taxed the same as sole proprietors. So that's something to think about. There are S Corps, which is probably my next move because of tax purposes. There are partnerships, there are corporations, etc. So I would say do your research, but then as you do your research, choose the business structure that makes the most sense for you. And one of my biggest tips I can give is to, as soon as you can, create a business bank account. That way you can start to keep your business income that you're about to make and your personal income separately, because when it comes to doing taxes, keeping track, and growing, it's going to be important to have these separate accounts. And I would do some research on a good business bank account, again based on your business type and whatever just fits your needs. Now, number 4 is to begin to create your online presence. So you may already have a personal Instagram and a personal Facebook, but as you're making this content around your niche or your who, what, and why, you want to have a space that people can actually come to find you, to ask you more questions, to purchase from you, to reach out for other opportunities. My website has been extremely instrumental over these past few years of showcasing who I am, what I do, and how I can help somebody. It's how I wake up to sales with digital products. It's how I wake up to request for coaching services. It's even how I wake up to request for brand deals. It's good to have a home or a place where you can showcase who you are. You know, there's levels to this, and as you go through each step, figure out what works best for you. You can grow over time. Y'all, I've never told y'all this before, but when I started selling digital products, like I told you, I had a clothing store. I just created an extra link on my clothing store that had a quick brief introduction of who I am and had my product that was for sale, my one digital product that was for sale. So that goes to show that you can create a landing page. There are so many different services where you can create a landing page on. So you can also just create a landing page if you're not ready to go deep into creating an entire website like what I have now, because again, there's steps to this. I created my website when I realized I had more than one offer and I served more than one type of person, but people were getting confused on which thing was for them. So I needed a space where I could really go into detail on who I serve and why, and what products I recommend for these different people. I wanted to have a place where I could have a contact form and things like that. So as you progress, you can create a bigger website. But if you're just getting started, create your online presence by having social media accounts specifically for your new brand, having a landing page or a website or something specifically where you can soon create email lists and sell your products, which we'll talk about in the next steps. So step number 5 is to begin to grow a community, and do this through an email list. You guys, for a digital product business to truly be successful, people have to want to know more about what you're talking about. That's the only reason why they would buy from you. And so when you're getting started, you want to start to grow a list of people who are interested in you, so that you have somebody to actually sell to. And the best way to do this is to create an email list. Now, in upcoming videos, I'll show you guys exactly how to create an opt-in and how to start gathering emails. But essentially, you want to have a place where you can begin to collect email subscribers so that you can soon speak more to them and also soon sell to them. So before you actually even sell a product, you should be having a link under all your content, whether it's in your bio of your TikTok and Instagram or under all your videos, to start having people sign up for your email list. And so when you think about building an email list, you want to be promising something, which is what we call an opt-in. So what is a reason why, or an incentive why they should sign up for your email list? Whether it's a free ebook or it's going to be exclusive content. So I have an entire video coming up on email marketing and how to start gaining email subscribers. But just know that as you're creating content and as you're thinking about what you're going to sell, what you can be doing now is gaining email subscribers, and then email your list, send them valuable tips, send them other information that can soon relate to an upcoming offer that you're going to have for sale. And then the next step, step 6, is to create a strategic offer. Now, I say a strategic offer because a lot of you may be sitting right now with an ebook you want to sell, but nobody to sell it to. And so a strategic offer is when you've vetted out a topic, you're posting content, you're building engagement with the community, you're hearing feedback and you're hearing their needs, and then the offer that you create or that you're selling directly addresses a question or need that they have. So for example, I posted my videos on ebooks. I didn't really have anything on my website that was around ebooks. But once I realized, I posted a video on ebooks, and then I posted a video on how to grow your YouTube channel. Then I posted a video on how to build your brand. And then I sat back and I thought, okay, now which one of these topics is my audience most interested in? Because I have a YouTube course, I have a brand course, and I have an ebook course, but which one should I give? And if you have way too many offers available, your audience doesn't know which one to buy, which one to choose. So they end up usually buying nothing. So you really want to vet the audience, see what they're interested in, put out different topics, and then see what the questions are about most. And so after a few weeks, when I realized they keep asking about ebooks, my ebook video is blowing up and this is getting me a lot of traction, let me put out my ebook course. I already had these courses because I've been teaching these topics for many years, and so I already had a course in my arsenal. Y'all, somebody asked me how many ebooks and courses do I have. I have probably 30 to 40 courses, ebooks, workbooks, everything, but they're not all for sale because I only sell what my audience is looking for at that time. And so you want to create a strategic offer based on what your audience is talking about or what your audience is asking about. Now, let's say the audience is talking, let's say you already have a product and you really want to sell it, but it could fit that audience, but it's not necessarily exactly what they're asking for. Then that's why we have to learn how to reposition things. Give it a different title. If it's an ebook, go and edit some things around. Now, step number 7, when you have the product already for sale, you vetted it, you know your audience is interested in it. Step number 7 is to market and sell that product. And so I have some videos on this. I also talk about this in coaching, but one of the best ways to sell your digital products is to make content around the product. not necessarily selling the product, not necessarily saying, hey guys, buy this. People come to social media not necessarily to buy something, but they come, especially on YouTube, to get value or to learn something. So I'll give y'all this tip for free. Ask yourself, what does this audience need to know to feel confident buying my resource, to be confident buying my digital product? So I always give this example because it's just true for what I used to do, especially. I had an email marketing course, and I was dealing with an audience who they just knew that they wanted to make more sales in their business. I knew as the boutique expert that email marketing was one of my biggest ways that I made money. They need the email marketing course. And I could just say, hey y'all, buy the email marketing course. And a few people would actually buy it because of my content. They trusted me as the expert in that area. But a lot of people may think, but do I need this? I want to know how to make sales. I want to grow on Instagram. I don't care about email marketing. And so then my next set of videos may be talking about the success I've had with email marketing, or talking about this is how I increased my sales in business. That topic, they're clicking on it. But in the video, I'm talking about email marketing. And as a result of that, people will ask questions, they'll go on my website, they'll want to learn more, and boom, I have the email marketing guide for sale. And so an email marketing guide is a product that I sold. If I can find a picture, I'll put it on the screen. The reason why it works so well is that I don't hold back. Like in the videos I'm giving, somebody can watch my videos and feel confident to try it all out on their own, and then somebody else watch my video and say, okay, just give me the facts, 1, 2, 3, and that is when I have the ebook or the resource for sale. So don't make it salesy and don't make it clickbaity. Like, give value, and that can be a way to effectively market your business. And then the final step, step number 8, is to keep your customer in mind. This means a few different things. My hope is that you don't just come into it to make a bunch of money, because on the other end of you selling something is somebody buying it from you. And so for me, when I sell and create products, me personally, I'm always praying and saying, God, let whoever buys it, let it truly help them with what they need. I truly listen to my customer and ensure that when I make my resources, I'm answering the questions that I know that they have. I'm teaching them something thoroughly. So keep your customer in mind. Make sure that you're providing quality content, quality resources. Don't be a scammer, okay? And then also though, follow up with them. Have an email. So I have an email that's set up automatically with Wix that goes out 5 to 7 days after they purchase, asking them for their feedback. And me, I'm looking out for responses to that email. If it didn't help them with the way they thought, or if they still had follow-up questions, I'm talking to them. There are real people on the other side of your resource. So follow up and keep them in mind as far as customer service goes and quality. And then from there, y'all, to continually grow in your business, you're repeating steps 5 through 8 at all times. Create a system that works best for you, but step 5 is growing your community and your email list. Step 6 is creating strategic offers. Step 7 is marketing and selling. And then step 8 is listening to your customer. You should always in your business be going through those steps. Don't neglect your email list. Be making strategic offers always. Market and sell always. And then always listen to your customer. This is how you can create and grow a digital product business. Knowing all of these 8 steps, I want you guys to determine where are you in this process and what are the areas that you're stuck on or need help with. This is where you want to begin your research to start so that you guys can actually begin to see the growth of this year. Thank you guys for watching this video. Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.